Here we go.
All right, so congratulations on your Emmy nomination. So
thank you again.
Tell me about that. So this is for DaVinci's Demons.
My Emmy nomination is for DaVinci's Demons for the main title music, which is really exciting because I actually think it's possibly one of the coolest pieces of music I've ever written, and it's just nice to be recognized. I mean, I really wasn't expecting that, and of course, all the other nominees are awesome, and it's just an honor to be on that list, especially for my quirky little DaVinci show.
Yeah, and it's funny because it seems like sometimes that so many different composers get overlooked for to be recognized and such. And,
well, it's a competitive thing. I mean, you only have 5 or 6 slots, and there's a lot of great work being done in TV, especially right now. So I mean, it's not something I was expecting or ever expect, but it was a nice way to start my morning.
Now, would you? You got a phone call early on that.
Yeah. My mom woke me up at 6:30 this morning, so I thought it's probably good news.
Hopefully, good news. Yeah. So I mean, you must be like one of the busiest composers though in television. I mean, how do you find the time to do all of this?
Well, I'm not sleeping a whole lot when things really are flying, but the projects that I'm on are just so exciting. They're projects that you just have to find a way to do. You have to lose the sleep because, I mean, like, when Joss Whedon calls, you got to say yes, and when David S. Goyer calls and to work with Michael Bay on his pirate show, to work on Defiance, and of course I'm still working on Walking Dead. I mean, these are all shows that I adore, and I would watch these shows even if I wasn't working on them. So it's incredible to be able to be involved, and yeah, I mean, the schedule gets rough, but you learn to keep up.
Yep. And the one thing that we talked about a few years ago was the fact that music should be in the background.
Yeah.
You shouldn't notice it. If you notice it, there's something wrong. But you seem to have turned that on its head.
Well, if I might revise the quote that I gave you, I think general audiences still shouldn't notice because it would be distracting. But I have realized there is a whole fan base of soundtrack fans that are like me, that are always listening and trying to keep their ear out for what's cool. And whenever they notice something I'm doing, like that means the world to me.
Yeah.
Because I know that we all share the same passions and grew up on the same kind of music. So when they catch notice of what I'm doing, I think, all right, I must be doing something right.
And just like Defiance, like we were talking about before, that's one of those. Like I said, I played the extended version of the theme song. All the music in there is just absolutely amazing and totally different from Battlestar.
Yeah.
And you almost have to look at the credits and say, oh yeah, Bear's writing this.
That's cool. That's kind of what I've been going for. Is I'm trying to do as many different styles of things as possible, which is another reason that I'm able to do the things that I'm able to do, is because each of them has their own personality. There's really no overlap. So it kind of refreshes the well to go from Walking Dead to then working on S.H.I.E.L.D. or working on DaVinci and be able to do these different things and then come back. I mean, it's exhilarating.
Would you ever do another Battlestar if they ever asked you to come back and do some kind of spin-off? Or have you kind of like want to move forward?
I mean, I feel like I've said so much in the Battlestar Galactica universe. Like, I don't feel like I'm so satisfied. I mean, I've done 80 hours. If you count Caprica, I've done closer to 100 hours of programming in the new Battlestar Galactica universe. But at the same time, I love it so much that if there was something else, I would feel very possessive of it. I would want to do it, but I don't. I mean, I am very satisfied with what I got to do. So I love what we did, and if the franchise moves on to somebody else now, I'm very proud of what we did with it, and it's time to let somebody else take a crack at it.
Well, congratulations again on your Emmy nomination.
Thanks, man.